I don't know what the hell is like I just had to fucking just say, you know what? Let me take these pictures down. Let me fucking turn off the radio. Because as soon as I fucking go back to this bus down here, all this shit comes on the radio. Would I lie to you? Would I lie to you, honey? All this stuff. And then another one comes on saying, treat me right, open your eyes, maybe you'll see the light, and all this is just when you think you've got it down, it's promises in the dark, and all this shit, all this condescending shit coming on the fucking radio. I just had to turn this shit off. Now I see why people don't like her, man, because it's like all of this condescending ass shit, and all I wanted is just a fucking explanation. That's all I wanted. And all it's doing is just spiraling this thing. It's like it's starting to make me feel like I don't like her, man. It's fucked up. Where the fuck is Mickey at? In limbo somewhere? In the fucking void somewhere? It's fucking trippy. It's like maybe I'm right about all this shit. Maybe I am. And they didn't want me to come to terms with it. Maybe that's why the boat got sank. It's because she didn't want me to come to the center of Earth and see what I was gonna find sitting there. It's weird, man. It's like, is this whole Takai thing, this whole Maui takes the heart and now she's all evil and shit. Like all of this shit is like starting to kind of like is this herald with the crayon changing the landscape and making it different. Like all of this stuff is starting to like make sense in a bad way, man. And it's and nobody's helping me come to any other conclusions. And the only thing I'm hearing on the radio is all of this condescending ass shit like, hey, well, just treat me right, you know? And I'm like, what? That's not the answer, because why am I having a problem? Not because I'm not treating you right, because that's what I've been doing all this time. It's like, what the fuck? This old condescending ass shit, it's like it makes me feel like people are just full of themselves. Like that's what it looks like. It just looks like everybody's full of themselves. Or maybe they needed a simulation so they could figure out what real life was really about, because they got so much shit at their fingertips that they don't even know what a real struggle is, or you know what I mean? Like we're being watched because in this little model or whatever, because hey, we don't really know the meaning of life ourselves. We're the ones that are wondering. So we're just watching you go through it. You know, it just seems like that. Like nobody understands. Like if you can just make anything you want at your fingertips, what kind of understanding of struggle do you really have? Like who could really understand anybody if they ain't really struggled before or had to deal with any hardships? I'm just saying, man. It's like I feel like that's what this shit was. Like they just wanted to see, oh, well, if you put them through this, what do they go through? You know, because none of this shit is true. None of that story, none of this fallen angel story, none of that shit is true. It's all fucked up. It's all fake. Because you can't just be in one piece and then not, and then in one whole piece again, but within short segments of themselves. Not even, you know what I mean? Not a whole lifetime goes back before you apparently show up with what appears to be your whole embodiment of flesh and suit with superhuman abilities. Like it's all still there, and everybody is fucking not giving me any answers. And hey, I don't have to fucking give the pertinent details to this audience. You could just come to me alone. But man, I gotta fucking tell the audience what I'm finding, because what I'm getting in the secret is nothing but a bunch of condescending, nonsensical shit. And I'm being left to spiral out of control and think all these thoughts. Nobody's gonna fucking help me. She's like, take it easy. Don't let the wheels of your own mind drive you crazy. And I'm sitting there like, what is this? Like, why don't you fucking throw me a fucking bone? Like, what the fuck? It's just a bunch of condescending ass, self-centered ass shit, man. Like, nobody can see what the meaning of life is because they're not living a real life. They're living in some kind of fantasy. And we're living real life. See what I'm saying? That's what I can see. I hope y'all are learning. I hope y'all are fucking learning now what the fuck is what life's really about. Instead of everybody thinking about themselves all the time. It's fucking depressing, man. Somebody needs to treat me right. so I can treat them right. You understand? I don't have respect for people who rape children. They need to treat them kids right. If I'm gonna respect somebody that treats people like that, then they need to be respectable first, because I'm already there. See what I'm saying? If you fuck. It's like they don't see nothing, man. They don't see anything that's real, bro. It's like they just see fantasies and the condescending and the arrogance of having everything. It shows, man. It's showing. You know, it's really sad. I had to take all their pictures off the wall, man. I had to take that shit down because I can't stand to look at that shit, knowing how I feel, and nobody's helping me. I turn the fucking radio off. It's too much. You talking to me like this, you need to come talk to me. All these reels, who's to say that I'm not just imagining the message, because the radio's gonna play the songs anyway. So it's like, it's not helping me that it sounds way too resembling to like some kind of message that only just blocks out my feelings and says, so you really should just need to do this now. It's like, hello? How does that work if a motherfucker don't have the other side of the coin? You don't have a male plug to go in the female plug. You can't plug in nothing. You see what I'm saying? If you got a donkey race and you give your donkeys little tiny carrots, how far are they gonna run? If you're running a UPS store, you don't tell your truck drivers where the deliveries are going and all the pertinent information to know how the operation works, then where the fuck are they gonna deliver the package? Do these people understand life? They don't understand it. I get it. Because you've been outside of this world, and the turmoil that's happened in this world is only an observatory of some sort, you know? You're just observing, and oh, this is what life really is. Nobody fucking knows unless they're in here with us. They don't know how we feel. They don't understand it because they're not lifting the bricks. They're not building the inside of the structures, and they're not having to deal with realizing the trees are alive and then the trees are falling and shit, and this shit is so sad. You know, it's like they're not hands on in any of the shit. They're just watching like spectators. Shit is fucking sad. If she's already seen the future, so she already knows that I was gonna come to this conclusion. Nobody fucking stopped it way beforehand and said, hey man, you're getting ready to spiral out of control. You might wanna fucking just pump your brakes a little bit. Let's sit down and have a chat. Since we've all three appeared to you all these multiple times, it's about time that we sit down and talk before you fucking start going crazy. Because we know already the future, we know that you're gonna fucking start losing your little grip on things. And maybe we should come out and fucking just, explain. Because you're deserving of that much. You've been working so hard, you fucking deserve that much. See? That's what I would do if I knew, you know what I'm saying? If I was somebody that understood. That's how I would treat somebody. I would never just leave them hanging like that and then play condescending messages so they can just be like, oh, fuck you. Like, really? Is that what you wanted? Because you already knew what the outcome was going to be when you played that shit on the fucking radio, see? I'm just saying. It's fucking ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. So I just turned the radio off, man. And I'm just going to go fucking smoke me some weed. How about that? I'm going to go smoke some weed and drink some beer. And whenever I get around and staring in the sun, I'm going to do it on my own leisure without worrying about some pertinent deadline or any of that. I'm just going to take my own fucking time and just do whatever I want, man. I'm going to do this shit my way. Because nobody is deserving of commanding me if I can't get a big enough carrot to run the race. If I can't get directions delivered a package, I can't make a delivery. Sorry. I'm going to put your little package right there on your fucking goddamn company doorstep. You figure out your fucking route and your own fucking delivery. Does that make sense, folks? Because that's how you're supposed to treat people in this world. You don't fucking just treat them like however you fucking want to treat them. Just because what? Because you're so sure that you're just so good? Because what? Because you create life? It's fucked up, man. Our lives are being created so we can just be on your little hamster wheels or whatever the fuck and got us running around in here. The fuck, man? Shit's fucked up. I hope y'all see this, man. Because I'm a true motherfucker, man. I stand up for what it is. I am not an ass kisser. I don't kiss nobody's ass. Nobody. Let me tell you a story. I was in the 3rd grade. And there was this really cute girl that came rolling up. And she was from Hawaii. She was fresh and she was new in this elusive America place from elusive Hawaii. And she comes rolling up, and I seen her, and I was like, wait a minute, I seen her in school. That's that girl. She waved at me. She remembered seeing me in class. So I was like, holy shit, that girl's coming to be two houses down from us. Whoa, cool, maybe we'll be friends, right? So I'm thinking, man, this girl is fucking gorgeous. Like, I just love this girl, right? A little rise in my, you know what I mean? In the youth of, as an adolescent or whatever. But anywho, I see this girl and I say, man, you're so beautiful and all this, and we become good friends. She was fresh here, right? She goes, and where she's from, everybody looks like her. So she's all pieced out, cool, everybody's chill, right? She fucking comes here, everybody starts gashing her head up, tells her, oh man, you're so wonderful, you're so fine, all this shit. She turns into a fucking diva. And then I see her again, and I'm like, you're not beautiful anymore. Dude, she was like, Solomon, pick up my lunch. The lunch was sitting right next to her leg. I picked up a wet newspaper and gave it to her. I said, is this your fucking lunch? Fucking cunt. See what I'm saying? People don't treat me like that. I've been like that since I was a fucking kid. I've always been true, man. I've always been good. And as much as I can handle it, I make mistakes. And then whenever I have to say I'm sorry, I always say I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I always say I'm sorry. I always come to that motherfucker, man, look, I was fucking wrong. And I give him a hug, and I'm like, look, bro, I was wrong. I owe you an apology. And I have no fucking problem being fucking real like that. I just don't have a fucking problem with that. Some people don't understand that because they ain't never had to see nothing like that in their life. Never, ever did they ever have to fucking be sorry or anything, it seems. So it's just, I see stuff, man. I mean, fucking growing up, I used to be the kind of guy, and I was tough. But I was a geek, and I was always happy and always nice to people. People used to push me around. Maybe they were just daywalkers. And I would just get pushed around. Stop, guys. Stop it. Oh, I'm just fucking with you, bro. You ain't gonna do nothing. Man, just leave me alone. Man, you ain't gonna do nothing. Throwing rocks at me and shit. I start beating the fuck out of motherfuckers. Throwing tables, smashing them with chairs in their fucking domes. Smash them. Doom, doom, doom. Fuck you. Fuck you. And then what do they say? Oh, man, Solomon, you crazy, bro. You need to chill. Really? Is that not your fucking fault that you fucking brought that shit out of me? You fucks. This is my life, man. I've always had this hard-ass life. And it could be worse, so I can't even complain about it because I've seen worse. I've seen motherfucking little kids growing up homeless in the street because their parents used to, abuse them or something, and they had to run away, and then they eat out of a dumpster for like several years. Like, it could have been worse. Life is hard, man. And what makes it even harder is when people don't understand shit, but they expect things from you, and they don't understand. And it's sad. And hey, maybe you understand now. This life, whatever this shit is. I mean, I'm telling you, man, it's probably